Hey there, it's David Cinelli here, Realtor with Royal LePage Signature. Well, it's that time of year where we are sending our kids back to school. Let's hope they stay there the whole year. But it's also a time that we have to say goodbye to the summer. But it's a good time also to reflect to see how the summer months performed in the Toronto Real Estate Board. This gives us a good indication how the remainder of the year may play out. Despite most people taking advantage of the summer, especially since we just got out of lockdown at the end of June, and you couple that with really low inventory levels, it may surprise you, but we had the third highest amount of sales in August on record this past month. Let's jump to the market numbers in the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board for August 2021. While the market took its regular summer breather, it is clear that the demand for home ownership is still really strong. At the same time, the amount of listings is down. This August, we had 8,600 sales. And as I mentioned in the intro, it is the third highest amount of sales we have seen in August on record. However, if you compare this number to last year's number, you have to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. Last year we had the lockdown starting in the middle of March and it carried through to all the way into May. Therefore, our summer market was more like our spring market. Thus, we expected the level of inventory to be much higher last year as compared to this year. And this is reflected in the number. As you see, there was a decrease this month when you compare it to last year of 19.9%. If you break down sales volume and look at all major home types, all the segments except for the condo segment had decreases in the amount of sales when you compare to August of 2020. As I said earlier, that is what we assumed would have happened. However, the condo segment had an increase in sales volume of 11.3%. And inventory, well, buyers had a lot less to choose from this past month. In August, we had 10,609 new listings, which was a whopping 43% decrease when you compare to August of 2020. And active listings, well, they were down 50.8% compared to August of last year. In fact, we are at such a low level of inventory that new listings is the lowest amount we've seen in the past decade. This is alarming. It is clear that the supply is not keeping up with the demand, and the situation will only get worse once immigration into Canada resumes. With demand staying as strong as it is and the lack of inventory, it is no wonder that we are continuing to see average sale price increase across all home types in the GTA. The average sale price for all home types in the GTA this past August was $1,070,911. This represents a 12.6% increase compared to August of last year. When looking at average sale price across all major home types, leading the way was the detached segment, which had an average sale price of over $1.4 million. This represents a 21.3% increase compared to August of last year. And the condo segment, although it had the most amount of sales this past August when looking at all major home types, it had a 9.4% increase in average sale price when you compare to August of last year, which was the lowest increase when you compare to all other major home types. Overall, the story for this year remains the same, that sales accounted for much more share of new listing compared to last year, and August was no different. There has been no relief of the supply side for buyers, and in fact, competition between buyers has increased. As we move towards 2022, expect market conditions to get tighter as population growth in the GTA will trend towards the levels we saw pre-COVID. If you are thinking about making a move and would like some advice or some help to do so, please feel free and reach out. You can always call or text me at 416-876-9998 or email me at dcinelli@royallepage.ca. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.